The new PawSox ownership is already in talks with local leaders about building a new waterfront stadium in Providence.
And tonight we're learning more about a potential location where the team could one day play ball. Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau is live in our newsroom now with the details he's uncovered.
We found out what many city and state leaders consider the #1 proposed site for this ballpark was actually in play about a year ago as a potential new home for the PawSox. 2 acres of what we're told is the top proposed ballpark site are currently home to Brown's School of Professional Studies. Records indicate the land was sold to Brown in 2011 for $6 million. The Brown property is adjacent to state-owned property, and we're told a ballpark and parking would need up to 8 acres. No one from Brown would say whether or not the university has been approached by the PawSox new owners, but according to Brown's executive vice president for planning and policy, the school has invested $200 million in the city's jewelry district over the past decade. And Russell Carey also says, quote, "We welcome the prospect of a multi-use athletic, cultural, and community facility and believe it will complement our academic investments in the area." This location was pitched to the PawSox old owners about a year ago.
I reached out to the
Former council president Mike Solomon tells us he went to the PawSox owners and proposed 5 locations, including the one that includes the Brown property.
If you're putting up that's from what I'm told, a destination ballpark, you're going to see a lot of retail in there. You'll see restaurants in there. You'll see boutiques in there. So they'll create jobs, and they'll create permanent jobs, and plus it'll also bring tourism in.
Everyone involved with this tells us there's a lot of details to hammer out as the PawSox prepare for opening day at McCoy, only 50 days away. With the Target 12 investigators in the newsroom, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
And now the Target 12 investigators are taking a closer look at the impact a team move could have on Providence's and the state's economy.
The Pinpoint News Tracker shows you one potential area where it could be located, a parcel of land partially freed up by the 195 relocation project, which is situated between Dyer Street and the Providence River.
Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau joins us now with a look at the economic effect this could have on the city.
We wanted to know if a ballpark that may only be open part of the year makes economic development sense for the valuable land exposed when 195 was moved. Over the years, several state leaders have talked about attracting well-paying, high-tech jobs to the land exposed when 195 was moved. A ballpark does not fit into that mold. House Speaker Mattiello tells us while high-tech industries are still sought for the land, a ballpark would also fit into the plan.
I think anytime you have something lighting up the city, bringing that much excitement, lifting the morale of the citizens, bringing people in that are going to visit other venues within the city, restaurants and so forth, I think it's great for the city.
PawSox about a year.
Former Providence Council President Mike Solomon tells us he went to the PawSox about a year ago and presented 5 possible locations in Providence. Would you rather have a biotech facility down there or a ballpark?
Both. I told you both.
What might the city of Providence be willing to give away, even though the city of Providence has some economic issues?
Would have to come up with some sort of tax agreement with the city of Providence.
Providence may be willing to do that, give them a tax break of some sort?
I would think so.
Speaker Mattiello also tells us Brown and Bryant's football teams may also play football in this proposed ballpark. A spokesperson that is for Governor Raimondo tells us it would be premature to talk about the potential economic impact. With the Target 12 investigators in the newsroom, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.